Not many people can say they're the pride of Manhasset, New York, and also Winnipeg.
Yes.
But you are both, in a way.
I guess, yeah.
You're born in Manhasset, right?
I was born in Manhasset because my dad used to play for the Rangers, as we've discussed
Rangers,
before.
We have indeed.
So they used to have their training camp. The Rangers had their training camp in Manhasset, which is Long Island.
Right.
But I guess they wanted to stay out of the city. So that's where I was born, but then moved to Winnipeg because my dad was from Winnipeg. Funny story, in about the mid-2000s when Vince McMahon decided that you couldn't be from Canada and be a babyface in the WWE for whatever reason. No, because no one would cheer a Canadian was his mindset.
Is it? Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. So I was told that you can't be from Winnipeg anymore. You're from Tampa. And I'm like, well, I only live in Tampa. I'm not from there. Where were you born? Manhasset. It sounds too country. You're now from Manhattan, New York. So for a period of time.
So hold on a second, because we've heard many stories, obviously here in Los Angeles, where people, your name is no longer that, your name is this.
Right.
That's the way we're. So Vince McMahon sits you down and says, a very Team America thing to blame Canada.
Yeah, right. Canada.
He says you're not from Canada. You're from.
Well, there was a whole bunch of us that were Canadian.
Right,
well,
okay.
yeah, I'm Canadian. I grew up in Canada, grew up in Winnipeg.
Who was Canadian? Who else was Canadian?
Edge, Christian, Val Venus, a bunch of other guys at the time. And he just decided one time that you cannot be a babyface, a good guy, and be from Canada. For people to really cheer you, you have to be from the United States. Probably lasted for about 6 months, but that's. Sometimes Vince would go through these type of things where there's no DDTs anymore. Damn it, too many DDTs. And then 6 months later, why aren't there any DDTs on the damn show? So that was when I was from Manhattan, New York.
Well, and then you just open your mouth. You still sound,
It's
Canadian,
super Canadian, because that's where I grew up, man. And this is even like curtailing the accent, because when you go back there, you get super Canadian. Hey, Rich, what's going on, man? How's it going, eh? Got some water in the cup, having a great time here on your show, man. That's like super Canadian.
Is it really?
Yeah.
See, it's funny for me that when I do go back to New York, it does slip out a little bit myself.
When you're around the atmosphere, it does, right?
But at doing my job the way, I used to, when I started out my career, I'd say the word tournament. The NCAA tournament. So I literally, in my first TV job, I had to write the word tournament down, TURN-ament.
Tournament.
But you cut me off in traffic, the New Yorker will come out.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
But that's when you grew up with that. That's your speech patterns. So
right.
I get that.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.